All right, so it's an update of what's going on here in the center console build. So we've been taking out these stringers, this center area here, and we've been finding lots of little surprises like you always do. But we knew we were going to be running into this stuff, so basically after we got everything else out, we started tearing out the floor where supposedly it was a soft spot, and then we got into these stringers, and you can see the outline of where they were, where the fiberglass was tabbed up around them. Each one of these little lines here is the old stringers. You can see they're just rotted completely out. There's nothing in there, and it's like that all the way through. Every stringer was rotted out like that. You just push it out with your finger, all the stringers. But I guess that's common. But one thing I did not realize or expect was, so they use this spray, this chop mat, when they applied this over the stringers everywhere, and you could see the result is they got bubbling all around this. This is cut down, but this whole side of this stringer was big bubbles, and it kind of looked like this right here. You can see, you know, on the side, top side of the stringer, this is what they all look like. That's the very top of the stringer, but it bubbled along the sides of it when they sprayed this chop mat, and you can see it's just hollow between the whatever that stringer was, plywood or whatever, and the fiberglass. And that's every single stringer was the same way. You can see that bubbling and folding. You know, that's all hardened stuff right there. It's not just laying there, and then you just get, you know, you don't get a good contact. So now we're taking these last few stringers along the side of the gas tank off, be able to pull that gas tank out. So the plan is to just leave these original fiberglass channels, because they're already tabbed in and pretty strong. I'll clean them out, and they'll be, you know, cleared of any debris, and rub some not thinner, but whatever it is, some alcohol in there, and just get it cleaned up. I know it's something different than alcohol, but whatever. And then we'll epoxy in the new marine grade plywood, or ACX, whatever we come up with. Epoxy that in, we'll fillet it, and then we'll re-tab it, and then we're gonna re-tab this whole, all these pieces in. We might actually have a different dimension around the tank according to whatever dimension of our console ends up being. We're still searching that out. Right now I'll be taking out the front of this boat. There was like a little cabin up there for sleeping and eating lunch and stuff, but so we already started cutting that out. There's like a decking that goes around here. Started cutting it out. We'll take that out, and then we'll just follow the profile of the boat. You can see where the original deck was. That tab along the side there is where the deck was tabbed in. Thinking we're going to go back with that height, but I'll definitely get rid of that tab and start over with that tab at the exact dimension I want. We'll be cutting all this stuff out all the way across the front. Take out this water tank. That's gonna get relocated somewhere. I think the deck's gonna be, it's gonna be lower. It's gonna be the same profile as what that little edge is down there. One thing I noticed in some of the projects is that the guys were cutting through their hull as they're doing this. So I'm trying to keep the blade away from the edge, you know, so I don't get too close to the hull and make a hole for myself. So these are my two favorite tools right now, a nice grinder and a Sawzall. And I know that blade seems long, but I'm trying to not get too wild with it. So we'll get into cutting out the rest of these stringers and we'll see where we go from there. Try to get back putting this thing together. So kick back, relax, enjoy.